U.S. stocks were well off of their session lows on Monday, but still remained well in negative territory as dueling debt plans kept lawmakers in a political and financial deadlock. Now, with no major economic reports released today, investors were once again focused on U.S. debt as lawmakers were once again deadlocked on clashing debt plans, leaving the nation more vulnerable to a credit downgrade as well as default. The deadlock also kept investors seeking out safer haven assets, that of which saw gold prices trading at record highs, jumping $14 to $1,616 an ounce. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar fell against its major counterparts, even trading at a record low against the Swiss franc. Team that with investors continuing to question how Greece's new bailout plan will be carried out, and Moody's downgrading Greek bonds to a level just one notch above default, and you had yourself quite the interesting and active start to the new trading week. Now we take a look quickly to see how the Dow Jones closed out this trading session. It is on the downside, 88.36 points to settle in at 12,592.80. In a breakdown of today's major market movers, we first begin with shares of consumer products giant Kimberly-Clark, which fell more than 2%. This after its earnings fell well short of expectations. Meanwhile, shares of Dow Chemicals on the upside, more than 1%. This after announcing plans to form a joint venture with Saudi Arabian Oil to build the world's largest chemicals facility in Saudi Arabia, an investment worth around $20 billion. And the shares of TD Ameritrade jumping more than 5% today, this on reports saying that it is buying rival online brokerage E-Trade. And in earnings news just released after today's opening bell, all focus was on Netflix, and its earnings did impress, coming in at $1.26 per share versus expectations calling for $1.11 per share. However, revenue fell short, coming in at $788.6 million versus expectations calling for revenue of $791 million.